Have you guys played this game? It just came out. It came out 30 years ago or something. It's a couple years. Couple decades. Alright. The graphics terrible. How did they get away with this? This is terrible graphics again. Halo did it better. Just saying. Star Wars. Star Wars copied long ago Ganon, the Prince of Darkness, not Ozzy Osbourne, stole the Triforce of Power. Princess Zelda of Hyrule broke the Triforce of Wisdom into 8 pieces, hid them from Ganon. She was kidnapped again. It's minion and finally all treasures. Fairies, clocks, rupees, 5 rupees. Rupee. The white sword. The poo-poo sword. What is that? This is a sword. Is that wooden? Magical sword. Or probably copper. Red candle. Is this spoilers? Like, was this in the original? Was this in the original? I don't think so, Tim. I'm not gonna read this. I'm not gonna really read this part, actually. Alright, so 1986, it's like 5 years ago. Alright, so let's go. My name? Elimination mode? What does that mean? What does that mean? Game broken. Game broke. The game broke, guys. I don't know what to say. It's not stable. I need a day 1 patch, I think, on this one. Alright, so, let's just create a save. We might need this. Wait, what? Register a name. Okay. So this is how you play the game. Can I make a lowercase? Tough times back then. No lowercase, huh? Wait, no. Go back! Go back! Load it. I saw it coming. Alright, here we go. Do it again. I was born in the wrong era. Now, this is perfect. I was born in the correct era. We're good. That's not my name. Retweet Wario. Is this some sort of hidden message, hidden theme by the Illuminati? Wait, so what do you do? I hear an echo. Okay. So, how do I delete this now? Because I don't want that to be my name. Load it. Load the game. Oh, you can change it. Just change it. Call 888-8888. Alright, here we go. So, that's all. 3, 6, 7, 8. 1 off. 1 off. Can you believe this? Can you believe it's 1 off? Alright, so basically... Now, what do I do? I guess I could just make it, you know. We all know. That's true. How do we accept this as reality? Register. Okay, that's me. That's me. That's where I am. Those other 2 people, don't worry about them. They don't exist. Okay. That's how they start the game. Right off the bat. No intros. Alright, so we in here. I think I played this once somehow. I don't know when. I must have. I think I like a browser or something. Maybe. It was like 20 billion years ago. Like dinosaurs were around. So that's the Triforce? There's nothing there. It's like a thing. I guess the first thing you would do is go in this cave, huh? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Who are you? Are you okay? Is he in Breath of the Wild? This guy. Yeah, it's nostalgic, even though I never played. Yeah. Got some mic issues here. Alright. I fixed it. I just had to do something. Very technical. Very technical things. You know, he died when I took his sword. What? Zelda looks like a gremlin or something. I mean, Link. That's... Looks like an 80s gremlin movie character. He's got the Holy Bible. He's carrying the Holy Bible with him. That's really what this game is. A lot of bushes here. Let me move. Oh. I can make this better. Let me just move this here. That's better. I think that's good. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. I didn't have time to set something up in the background there. I could just get rid of this. Just make it there. That's better. That's better. That's better. Whoa, that's messed up. Hold on. I don't want to ruin this first time experience. It's already ruined, really. It's already ruined. Where's that there Stream Raiders at? Where is that? Stream Raiders. Just enjoy the music. Alright, I see it now, but I can't see it now. I'm going to assume it's going to be over here somewhere. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's press on so I can go right to the bushes with some weird things. And I got some cloud. Okay, those same things. Some sort of scorpion thing that's sucking. I don't know, it's blowing. Okay. This is terrible. What a world we live in. Okay, they got some jumping spiders. I don't think so. Pick your poison. There's only one over there, so I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go right. Oh. Right. You gotta start fighting them. That's 5. That's 1. That's 1 rupee. That's 1? Yeah. I got the jumping spiders. Blue ones this time. Jumping Monsters Inc. characters, really. Whoa! There's a clock. Someone dropped a stopwatch. I haven't seen one of these in 50... Oh, it's gone. There's no timer on the screen, so... They're off the map. That's not even fair. That's not fair. Could be a glitch. We might have to wait for a patch before we play this. Might have to stop here. Wait maybe a couple days. They spawn right under my feet. That's a strong sword. Alright. What is this? Looks like a giant missile that's landed in the ground, but it's spinning. What is that? How am I supposed to hit this guy? I don't hit any more range attacks now. Why is that? You think this is over? Wrong. I got this. Come on, come to shore. You know you want to come to shore. You know you do. Come to shore. On. Practice. Ah, D-pad. The D-pad madness. This is the final boss right here. You got a lot of energy for an octopus thing. I don't know what you are. Looks metallic, really. What happened? Oh. Well, now things just got up. In-game. Just turned up. Oh! Oh! That's not good. Hey, they stayed dead, actually. That's cool. Didn't expect that. Okay, we're dead now. Alright, don't go that way either. That's not good. Let's go, this way. Try not to die, kind of thing. Dang! Let me just make this just in case. I might not load it, just to have it. I'm surprised that they stay dead, never mind. They don't stay dead. Maybe some of them do. Maybe after walking a while, they come back. That's what I need. Look like snails. What is it, a cactus? How hard can this game be? Do I have to kill every enemy? For health, it's good though. For sure. Faux show. Dungeons. Buy something, will ya? I have 11 rupees. Just why don't you lower your price, will ya? You're selling a key, a shield, which I already have, and a candle with a blue flame on it. Who needs that stuff? Not me. Not me. I hate that guy. That octopus. Yay! I'll get him. Ah, darn it. Come on, bro. I'm gonna try to use the stick now. Maybe that's better. Ooh. Nope. D-pad. D-pad. I'm waiting right here. This side. Ready. Die already! Woo. Maybe you need a bow. It's okay. I'm a professional. Link, why don't you wear some armor? Stop wearing the tighty whities! He's not even a real knight. He was just in a play. That explains it. He was in a play, and they just assumed he was a knight. That's what I want to do. That's it. He just rolled with it, and eventually he got officially knighted again or something. He got promoted, which made him a knight. By the time they found out, it was too late. It was already a knight. Oh, Pokemon battle. Oh no. Dead. You vanished. Continue. Alright, alright. First death. You can keep your rupees and sword. Is this reset? Yeah. Okay. So it's not like a game over. Very interesting. Truly. Indeed. Alright. I'm bored. What the heck? Alright, so you only have a certain number of those. I don't know how many. Where does that show up? 2? 3? What is that? A blue one. Shoot. Ah! There's no way. There's no shot. I'm just gonna leave. You probably need a boat. It's one of those games where it's like, you probably need this, and you just go somewhere else until you got that, then you go back. You get that something that I need. Oh! No hearts. Okay. Alright. Rupees. Seems like something's supposed to be here someday. Alright. There's hope. Yep. Forget about that guy. Just dodge it. Dodge it. If you can. Zowarudo. Okay, it's like a superstar. You basically become cool. They stay dead for the most part. Oh! What the? Damn. You actually have to... You can't brute force it. You gotta actually be good. Darn it. That's how I usually win all my games. Alright. Alright. Okay. Strap in. Okay, right. Let's talk faster. Let me cross the bridge this time. The bridge. Let's go right to the left. Into the cave. Into the cave. Hey, why are you looking so happy? There's monsters everywhere. Oh, shoot. Alright, just ignore me. Alrighty then. We'll come back to that later, I guess. What does that mean? Are we too far ahead? Like, that doesn't even say you're not supposed to be here, you just don't talk to me at all. I guess maybe that's just how it is. The characters, they just ignore you. Some characters just ignore you. Buy something, will ya? You got bombs, arrows, for 80 rupees, 1 arrow. Or is it, how many arrows you get? 80 arrows? 130. What is, there's no information here. I'm not buying squat. Nope. I'm sure people have beaten this with just a sword, so I could probably do that. Oh. Ah. He's fast. I'm dead. I think we need the shield, because it's probably more health. Learning curve, you know, get it. Learn it. Learn something. Oh, I need some more health. Yes, that must be the shield. They've planned this from the start. I'm gonna try to buy this. Okay. Shield. Alright, I have to come back when I have 1 billion coins. We'll get there. We don't need them. We don't need their coins. So they probably want you to do a lot of combat, get used to the combat. Get better with the combat. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down. Boom. Unpaused it. That just increases CPU usage by 10%. No biggie. We're back. Alright, let's just keep playing the game here. So where was I? Yes. Oh! Meet the old man at the grave. Is she a lady? Alright, oh. Oh! You sniveling. The grave of... You just continue, okay. Maybe they nerfed it. Wait, what? I'm terrible at this. Oh, man. Yo, Link looks like a goblin or something. He looks like a gnome. Yep. Yeah. Sorry. I could hear Link's yells from Melee with this song playing. Is that a bulldog? Holy crap. With these weapons, I don't know. Oh! Here we go. Yo, have you played this game, Charlie Boy? I'm gonna go right this time. I'm not ready for the bulldogs. We're getting money, we're getting money. Alright, that's it. We have to kill 100 boars, like South Park. Become stronger. More powerful than we've ever been. You've got to get mad. You gotta open the window, stick your head out and say, I'm not gonna take this anymore. It's the stick your head out part for me. Oh! Man. Oh, if you had a real life heart meter, what would it be at? Are you all at 3 hearts right now? I hope so. Bulldogs. We're in bulldog territory. Find a way to win, Link. You must. Sandworms. What is this? Sand missiles. Look out. Undetonated World War II missiles here. Oh my. They predicted World War II, guys. Alright, whatever. This is like Monster Hunter right here. Shoot! You know, I don't have to kill them. No, you didn't. You know, the hitbox is weird. That's what's going on. There's something weird going on. Yeah, it's annoying. You know what? We need the Link Melee scream here. Where is it? Oh, I love that. You know, you guys know Link's scream from Melee? Get him, Link! Oh no. He's a singer. Oh my god, it's hilarious to me. It's beautiful. The remastered version. This is pretty much how I feel playing this game. Oh! We need more screams. What is that yell? What is that? Who made that? Oh crap, it's still playing. It's on autoplay. I restart the level. Here we go. This doesn't look good at all. Not at all, I tell ye. Have a heart, will ya? Buy something. 50 nifty. Nope. Broke. Broke. I'm gonna create a suspend point. Alright. Such a simple enemy. If I can kill this thing, how can I kill the other guys? Oh, these things are easy? No. No. Should I load it? Is this cheating? Zawarudo. What? We have future technology. Just to save some time. It just saves time, really. Because I don't have all day. You know, nowadays we have 100 games in our libraries. This is like back in the day when you had like one game for your whole life. Hey! Alright, now it really feels like I'm cheating. That would have been useful to me 5 minutes ago. You gonna buy something or just stand there? Alright. Maybe you can like rope her or something. So that's like the fairy from Zelda. My profile picture is a picture of that person. Is that a fairy? I think so. Is that like the HD fairy? Probably the queen of fairies. We'll find out one day. Oh, God. Oh. Like, poke me in the butt. Oh, my. It's the vacuum from Teletubbies Made a weird sound. Just like that. Just like that. Is it early access? There we go. Buy something. Do we wrap around the map? Maybe. I think we did. Yes. We did. Can you see the map somewhere? Darn. It's like it. If I played this when I was a kid, I would probably draw out a map and all that. I could do that now. I could. Why though? Hey, mama. Hey, come back. Yo, Link's, Link's thirsty. This is the beginning? Right. Should I drop? I'm gonna draw a map. Bring me the loner. Bring me the Dragon Ball book. Got some, Alright. Let's see here. So let's draw the map here. It's probably useless to do this. Sheesh! What the frick? Oh, it's stretch. That's not sheesh. I'm not gonna draw the map. Oh, thanks, Charlie boy. Thank you. And thanks for redeeming that. You did that. Wait, did you? My thing's broke. Yeah. Stretch. Okay. So, we out here. Let's play the Link screaming again. It helps me. Who dat? Yo, Meltendo! What's up, Meltendo? We're playing Zelda. Take a look. Thanks for raiding me. Appreciate it, man. We are raid. Everyone raid. Watch out. Watch out for the raid. Yeah, if you guys want to shout out Meltendo, go ahead. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Type exclamation mark yo. Meltendo. Whoever does it gets nothing in return except a restful night. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that now? Where's the cemetery at? Alright, thanks, Meltendo. I was about to do that. I'm about to do it. You want a restful sleep? You got it. You got it. You deserve it. Boom. So we have to find the cemetery. This is tough. Oh my god! Monster Hunter Stories. Cool. Never heard that one. I can do it because I have mod rules. You mean can't do it? Or won't do it? Anyone can do it. You don't have to be mod. You don't have to be moderator. You know, I'm a... Alright. Interior moderator. Interior Twitch channel moderator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Oh! So I don't know where I'm going now. I have to go to a cemetery. What if I made a reward? If you have enough points, you can become a mod. That's cray-cray. That's cray-cray. Unheard of. Truly. Alright, so we gotta take care of these things first before we take out those other guys. That's how it's gotta be, I think. Oh, these things aren't too bad, huh? They're not bad at all. So today is Zelda the third game in the Link Zelda series anniversary, 29th anniversary. Not the first one though, but you know, so I thought I'd play the first one. What better opportunity? No more pop. Yeah, I have no more. Wait, daily vitamins is gone? Maybe it hasn't refreshed. I still have vitamins, but there's 1 day cooldown. Popsicles? We are out of popsicles. We are. That's it. Things come and go out of stock. You know how it is. Alright, what's his move style? What's going on here? Alright, he's fast. What do you do? What do you do? He's done. This game's sick. I mean, Zawarudo. King Crimson. Yo, he's impossible. Maybe I have to throw bombs. Don't be so coy. Oh. I have an idea. We're gonna poop on him. I mean, we're gonna find some attacks. Oh! I have a plan. Almond milk. Oh, heck no. That's probably the worst thing ever. That was probably the worst. What? No, don't create one. That's worse than, like, the jelly beans that taste like boogers. That's worse than that. Worse than the booger jelly beans. I'm telling you. That's how bad it was. Pretty bad. The milk on its own is fine. Just frozen, there's something about it. There's something about it. What are you gonna do? 3 hearts. Poggers. Let's get some poggers in the chat. Well, okay, the bulldogs again. Alright. And they gave me, like, fairy sword power now. Ooh. You sniveling worm of the demons. Let's see here. Should make juice smoothie. Yeah, we have nothing. We got nothing here. We got nothing. It's down bad. I'm gonna buy some stuff tomorrow. Probably, if I'm not dead. I got the root canal tomorrow. So I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Should be fine. So I better enjoy this Coca-Cola while I can. I won't be able to drink one till later. Be careful. So after that, I'll go out and shopping. Buy some soda. Sugar. Bones. Should be good. Oh. Ow. You sniveling worm. Okay. They're too good. They're too good. Gotta grab food. Alrighty. Thanks, Nintendo. Go enjoy your food. Enjoy again? No, that wasn't. It didn't happen that day. I went there and they checked it out, and then we made a schedule for a different day. Let me tell you, they're taking me for a ride. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm sure they have the best intentions. They have the best intentions for me. Getting X-rayed all day. Take an X-ray. X-ray here, X-ray there. Take a look. Take a look at it. Oh my god, dang. I'm just gonna go this way. Okay, we're in the forest. Lurk mode. Lurk mode. Some of the, yeah. Redeems. I'm gonna tell you about it. Trying to do a lot of stuff at the same time, and so some of the redeems aren't really ready yet, but they're okay. Damn it! Now I'm loading that. Okay. I think we need some Link Scream here. There we go. Oh, you can block it with the sword. Wow. You know, that's cool that no one spoiled that. No one's spoiling this game, maybe because, like, no one played it. No one actually played this game. But I would have never assumed that you, I'm glad that no one spoiled that if they held back. Thank you. It's something I figured out on my own. Which is rare. For, like, an old game like this, people would have told me already. Like, you can block the arrows with your sword, by the way. So I really appreciate that. So that makes me not want to do that to people in the future, like try not to spoil stuff like that. Darn it! Because now I know the feeling of it's fresh. Like, I figured that out. I did, let me tell you. Got some lag here. It's not really optimized well for the Switch. Oh god. We're down bad. We're down bad here. The poke. This was Pokemon before it was Pokemon. It's Pokemon. Poke a monster. Pretty much. What? Zawarudo. Tokyo no Tamari. Dude, that's OP. What? Forever? For how long? It's still happening. What? It doesn't work anymore. Okay. So you can't do it every time. This is dangerous territory. There's no escape, is there? It's a cross. Symbolizes the Illuminati. Darn you! That's not good. That's not good. This is oh my! It's some sort of maze. That's different. Down there. Wait. There's like the Viridian Forest here. Probably this way. It's narrow. Smells. Oh. Why would you throw it that way? Damn. It's so simple, but not. There's too many. There's too many. What the? Did it hit the shield? How do you block? Maybe you have to be facing it to block it. Just face. Just gotta face the arrows. Wait a minute. To block the arrows, just face the arrows. Yes. Learned it. Double learned. Double learned. Now my shield could break. Maybe. Wait, what? Alright. Go back a little, see what's going on here. Great save point. We're back in the green area. We're adventuring. We're doing our thing. Right. Tokyo no Tamari. Tokyo no Tamari. Jotaro. Muda. Jotaro Kujo. What are you gonna do with your life? You know, maybe he was asking Zelda that. What will you do? Okay, we got some trees here. We got some trees here. That's different. First time ever seeing it. Trees. It's like Breath of the Wild. Touch grass here. That's not fair. Pay me and I'll talk. Alright. This ain't enough to talk. I gave you it though. What? Scammed. I got scammed. Boy, you're rich. Yeah. And that's it? No, I'm not. What? Whatever. I'm not even surprised. I'm gonna save that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Wait a minute. Poo-poo pee-pee. I mean, somebody... I think you can open up a cave with the bombs. Kind of spoiled it. But I see like this crack here. This might be a crack in the wall. For a bomb. Alright. We just need to get more money again. Damn you. We out here. You. Throw it. A rupee. We got the rupee here. We got rupee. Hmm. They don't drop very often. This is cray cray. Oh my. Oh. It poked me in the butt. It poked me in the butt. Oh. That hurt. That really hurt. It's impossible. Let me think about it. Darn it, I tell you. It's probably a maze. It just probably keeps going. Son of a snail. You gotta be quick. Darn it. Die! Well, he spawned there. You know what? Take this. Screw your tree. Dude! Yeah! Okay. Dude, it's so simple, but it's not. It's not so simple. Wait, is he frozen? Kind of. He's still moving. Turning. Bing. Okay. A bomb. A bomb. First bomb. Ba-bomb. It's a bomb, everybody. Let me figure out how to place it. Let me save first. I'll use it. B. For bomb. It's not working. There you go. Boom. That didn't work at all. Actually surprised. I really thought that would work. Okay. Alright then. Damn! That's... Alright. So. I'm not sure. You die now. You die now. Hey, maybe to call the enemies first. No. Oh, man. They're dead. Mm-hmm. That's different. Doesn't add up. Rupee. Mama. Mommy. Listen, you. Okay. Alright, so, I'll go down. I might die a terrible death. My health is getting low. Whoops. Never happened. Ruthless. Watch out. Damn it! Why did No. It's so simple, but it's not. It's weird. It's... Just gotta get used to that. Oh! Jeez. Damn it! How? The greatest AI ever created. This looks like a cemetery. Oh god. I'm gonna place a bomb. That didn't work. Uh-oh. Just bring them all out. Come on down. Damn it. That's spider dope. Okay, so they're facing left. The ones on the left are like more scared. The other guy, dragon lizard on the right is happier. It's like my first dungeon ever in this game. I forgot these exist. A key, some blobs, one hit. They are one hit. Oh, they turn into two. I see, and they're faster. Whoa! Too powerful. They're too powerful. Must be killed. They're fast. They are speed. Alright, more slime monsters. Oh. Okay, those are walls. What the freak? I couldn't even see that. I couldn't see them attack. Am I getting rupees for this? I didn't see. Level 3, apparently. What is that? What? What? Maybe you need arrows? Maybe I'm too early? Perhaps. Alright. True. Oh, yo, what the frick? When they first spawn, it's pretty BS. I'm not sure if that's a thingy, a problem with the Switch port being too fast. Maybe. He just skipped like 5 seconds. Okay. 1 HP, by the way. Oh gosh, we got some four-legged, four-limbed people die. Oh. Shoot. I should really save the bombs. Do they even know I'm here? Did hit him in the back? So, okay. Oh, it spawns you here with full lives. Okay. I wanted to see that. And good thing. That's nice of them. Two bombs left. No. That's good. Alright. I don't have to kill him. Not at all. Son of a... The D-pad on the Switch controller is weird. Switch Pro. Maybe it's just how it is, though. The instant turn, no. The instant turn, no! Die! Okay, so wait a minute. Doing that pushes them against to the wall. No matter what? Wait, when you're full hearts, you have the power? Forever? No way. Maybe. I think so. When you have full hearts, you have powers. Confirmed? That helps. Learned it. 1 hour in. Not bad. It hits through the wall. That's real good to know. Mastering. He jumped at the wall. It. Oh. Oh! We get a key for killing everybody. Interesting, truly. Spoils of war. I mean... Alright. Darn it. They are coming after me. In a weird way. D-pad stinks, dude, I'm telling you. It's smelly. I don't know. I could try using the Joy-Cons. One dead. I'm dead. They're too tough. These are the Brotherhood of Steel in the Zelda universe. They have Bibles too. Shovel Knight in his prime. It's got the horns. Same helmet. It's a battle of attrition. I'll get him eventually. Hey, Moku Gaming, welcome. Thanks for the raid. What's up? Good evening, everybody. We're fighting some knights in a dungeon in Zelda for the first time ever. Hiya. Hello, Tzarar. Welcome back, I think. I recognize your name. Appreciate the raid, Moku. Hope you had a good stream. Get some rest, get some food, whatever you do. Post-stream. You got a heart. This is my first time playing Zelda. By the way, it's special, it's special. I don't know if you guys played Zelda before. I'm playing it on the Switch. It's free on the Switch if you're a member of the membership thing online. First time. Oh, cool. Oh my god! You beat it. Wow. What? Who the heck is this guy? Hold on. We got Kyorixo. Kyorixo! Get on that train. Maybe, you know, for like an hour, just to see. Oh yeah, here we are. Back to reality. Do I want to save? I don't know. Probably should. There's something familiar about that thing. I think I saw that in the last Zelda game for Switch that I beat that one. Where's this? I don't even know where that is. Let's just keep playing like this. Crap. That's so good. See, I'm yawning now, but once I go into bed, like, then, boom, I'm wide awake in bed, right? It's like, wow. What happened to being sleepy, man? Then you're up for 5 hours in bed. It's like, what the heck? And you're mad at yourself at like 6 a.m. It's like, what the heck happened? I can't believe you've done this. So you want to keep that full health. What's up, Lucky Wizard? 407, welcome back. I feel that. Xenoverse per aspera ad astra. Well, it sounds fancy. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Oh, God! Can that hurt me? Doesn't seem like it. Asparahara. Squadalahara. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. They bought the $19 Fortnite card. I'm like, yeah. I probably don't have to kill him, but I'm gonna do it one more time. Just to be sure. They're tough. Mmm. All I can do is waddle. Waddle, waddle. That's all they do. They can't do it anything else. Alright, they're dead. Save. They're dead, we have full health, everything's fine. We're Gucci. Oh, not again. Let's check what's in here first, this room. I can do this. No problem. Piece of cake. Piece of crumb cake. I got some keys. Boom. Boom. I got two. I have 2, but plus 1 from outside this dungeon. Bats. Bats. Rats with wings, do your thing. The Holy Sword. Can we play Mario? Ramglin? No Mario today, no Mario today, I'm afraid. No, no, no. I think I might just play that solo. Oh! Just to know what I'm doing. How did you know? Did you join us with Mario? I don't remember your name. Oh! I don't remember which one you are. I know Fletcher. Oh, yeah! It's over now. It's over. Jeez. It's over. I lost my power. It's gone. Can I kill this thing? Mario. Jeez, man. Too tough. They're too tough. I really want to load my game, but, nah. Oh, okay, maybe I should. That seems like a boss room. Okay. Right, this wraps around here. Clever girl. Now what? Let me go back a little, just make sure I got everything. Right. What's that? A map of the, interesting design. Oh my god! Don't worry, this is before that. It was made in like 1913, this game, probably. They didn't know. They didn't know anything. Am I tripping? Alright, so we're dead. We're dead! Yo, this is like, Pac-Man. Oh no! Can't go in there right now. I'm one hit. That's not good. Did I kill them? Mario. They don't speak the language. I can understand not fast typing language. Very risky language, but not many understand. It's like Mario. Oh, Mario, yeah. We'll play Mario. No, we're not. We're not. Okay. Those doors are locked. I need, well, let me tell you. Oh! That was close. So... now what do I do? I think I'm dead. Yep, pretty sure. Die! I got nothing. Maybe the bombs break the door. I can't even do it. Okay. Never happened. None of it happened. Oh! I dropped a bomb. I feel really bad about loading the game, but we ain't got time for that. Alright, so basically, yeah, we could do that, but yeah. I'm just saving you guys like 3 hours. Pretty much. You just go back and do it again. Sure, you lose something there for sure, like, yeah, learning the moves better, really being careful, but that's okay. Oh, I thought that worked. I'll put the bomb in it. Huh, maybe I have to kill every enemy on the map? Or maybe you need something else. Maybe something. Something. We need a thing. It's too good. Yo! You pee-pee head! Hate that guy. Holds. No, we shouldn't have to use a bomb here. We shouldn't. We have the power. We have the 3 hearts. There should be no problem here. None at all. They're cornering me. Oh. What is this pattern? $15. Wait, how did I kill him there? He must have turned right then and... oh, wait! There you go. Okay, you have to kill every enemy in the room, and it opens the door. It's like a challenge. It's a challenge. Wow, challenge. Okay, so all we gotta do is kill all the enemies. Oh, man! I don't like those things, those orbs. A rupee. What's this? Oh my gosh. Let me save in the other slot, just in case if I don't live. I throw a bomb. Alright, now. This is easy mode. Alright, they got the heads. Each head does a separate damage. Oh, yeah. It really is Dark Souls. Okay, start from here. That ain't happening. Boom, I just saved ourselves 20 minutes. 20 minutes. There's no reason to use that bomb. Okay. Just take your time. One hit. Just one hit and get out. Simple. trying to get to the right side there. I don't think I can block that with the shield unless I upgrade the shields. Maybe. Well, one head. Bomb-tastic. Do we got a big heart? Now we have more hearts. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Big hearts are a big deal. A Triforce? Is that a piece of the Triforce right there? Oh! There was more in there, though. What? Was there another room there? We got the Triforce. Sure. That's cool and all. Oh my... The bomb. You the bomb. All right. What? Left side. Left side. Hey, Hotbox. Oh, man. Watch your step. How's it going today? Have you played this game before? Oh my god! Okay. This game, you know, let me tell you. They really know how to get you on this. Oh, yeah. Double? Okay, I'll take that. No! That's okay. I tell you. Oh, wow. 4 bombs. A bit of it before. Hey, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Cool. Opened. There's a downstairs? Wait a minute. Oh, the door closed, but it's still there. There's a hack. It's on Nintendo Switch. It's on the Switch! You get it for free if you, What? Does that thing not hurt me if I have full hearts? Huh? It just stuns me. Weird. It pushes me. No! Yo, I pushed A, dude. I'm loading. Some BS. I pushed A. He wasn't doing anything. What? Oh, you got stunned. I was stunned. I was actually stunned there. That's why. You're literally stunned. for a set amount of time. Stop! Oh, mamma mia! Yeah, Hotbox is here. That's my last key. Careful. Boom. Hot cheese of fun. Wait, what was down there? Oh, yeah, there's a downstairs down there on the bottom left. Take note. Ah! Mamma mia! Something wrong with my mic here. I think it's the microphone itself. Wait, what? There's more enemies here? Maybe I have to complete the dungeon? Oh. 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 Wow. I'm surprised I got that. Really surprised. Truly. How the heck did I figure that out? That's pretty crazy. I'm surprised no one has spoiled anything in this game. Did you get that sword from the old man on the top of the waterfall? No, actually. Nope. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. It's on. I am Goku Black. Ah, he's cheating. Should I buy Batman Arkham Origins? If you like Batman, have you played the Arkham series at all? It's pretty cool. If you like Batman Arkham series, it's good. It's good. If you've never seen the cutscenes, for sure. Like, that's cool. It's definitely a really nice stream game. Well, I always want to go back to Arkham Asylum, get all the combo achievements and stuff. Get the combo achievements. The key for what, though? The bats are too tough. There could be secrets anywhere. Could be down below. Yeah, I have the Return to Arkham. If it's on sale right now. Usually when it's on sale, it's like $5. Did you get the sword? Oh. Stop asking. No, I didn't. I didn't get the sword. What the frick? Not cool, man. Not cool. Alright, Let's go to the dungeon. What? It's locked again? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know if I might get it for PC. If your heart is wavering, then don't buy it. This is a bad situation. Oh, man. Mama. Just die, dude. Did he just tank 2 bombs? Come on. It's over, man. You. Unbelievable. I'm going. Wait, what happened? How far back is this? Did I not save? The waterfall. What are you on about? It's like a RuneScape Classic up in here. Alright. Got the fetch quests. No! No! I didn't get it. I did not get that sword. Not at all. I did not. Alright, we got this now. We got this now. A bomb. Got some bombs. Return to Arkham. So you've played through it already, but it's still worth like a replay. If you've never played it for a second time. Are they stronger? Who taught them? Dude. Oh, big hits, big hits. Oh no. Close ones here. Don't want to get hit at all. Don't want to lose my power. Hey! Bombs. Nice. We got some bombs. Heart to heart. I'm gonna keep that there, actually. I think it disappears, though. Whatever. I know the other item did. The bomb disappeared? I'm not sure if the heart does. Probably does. But just to test it out, to know for sure if the heart disappears. You guys are trolls, man. Okay. They're dead. It's over. Holy. It's a whole another ball game there. Alright, save here. Okay, okay. There's lag. That's how many. Oh my. One bomb left. This is cray cray. It's over. Once you lose your power, it's over. Back in the day, this must have took forever. How was that a one-hit? The other... What was a one-hit before? Maybe because the shield, they were facing the shield. Poke. They don't stop. Do they? I can't turn that fast as they can. Yet. The D-pad though, the D-pad. It's not D-paddy enough. It needs more D-padness. Okay. Like, the D-pad feels like, you know, whatever. They're not gonna use it. It feels like it's almost like one button. It's not even like 4 buttons. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yo. What? You should get Xbox just to get the free game called King Coiler. What? That's not gonna happen. King K. Roller? Never heard of it. No idea. No idea. Maybe I have heard of it. Is that what you were streaming today? Did you stream? I think you were. I think that might have been the game you were streaming. Bombs. We got bombs. So basically, where were we? I don't even know. All right, we're about to enter the dungeon. We're about to enter the dungeon, y'all. What the? What in tarnation is this? It's Mario Brothers now. Huh. A raft? For that one port I saw. No doubt. No doubt. Legend of Gamer. Legend of Gamer. That's everything here. We have to get out. We must get out of here. Unscathed. This makes me want to play Smash Brothers. These guys we gotta clear. Uh-oh. Wait, have I killed all of them before? I think I did. Yeah. Is this a puzzle? No. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, I should be heading to bed soon. I got an early appointment at the dentist tomorrow. 7 a.m. I have 6 hours to sleep. That's not good, actually, when you say it like that. I should really get off soon. Pretty soon here. The raft. Get to the raft. Get to the raft. Okay. This could be something. They're all, it's not like, is there like one difference? I think they're all the same though. It's all the same. Huh. What is that? Oh! That's okay. I'll save that. That's fine. Yeah. To the raft. I know where it is. We are adventurers. Oh. Hey, she keeps giving it to you. That's nice. After a while, maybe she needs to charge. Is that the same person from the other games? The same fairy? Is it one same? No, I think it's a different fairy. Gotta play more to find out, I guess. To the raft. Watch out. There it is. We can kill this guy now. At first I thought that magic sword was like because it was like a boost when I had full health and it only lasted a while. I assumed it wasn't permanent. But no, you can use it as much as you want. Boom. Wind Waker all of a sudden. Skyward, whatever one that one is. Another dungeon. Alright. We got time. Not really. Oh, yeah! Let me go back. Save it. Wow. They turn into bats when you kill them. Some sort of forbidden gummy bears here. With PP floors. Stained over time. Legos. A key. What's that? Oh, it's the map of the whole place. Uh-oh. Luckily I have full health, so I can shoot them from here. I don't think they have... Yeah, when they turn to bats, though, they don't, care about the walls anymore. The bats should be my priority first. He's happy. He looks happy. He's having a good time. No lights? Okay. Hope there's no pitfalls. I'll save again. Boom. I don't see any doors. Bats. Damn! Why did it have to be bats? The land. I want to save here. Save one below. It's another maze. Oh, I don't have full health anymore. Darn, that's not good. They are one hit kill though. good. Ah! You sniveling worm. Oh. I'll just load here. Game saved. The damn bats. I can't tell if they're like they go after you, or is it just random? I think they do. That's how good it is. That's how good the AI is. You don't know. Keeps on your toes. Alright, easy mode. I do feel bad though, doing the saves. Because you won't get the same feeling of doing it again. But I've been there, done that really in other games. For sure. What is that? Whatever it is, they have eyes. Or whatever that is. Glow in the dark P. Oh! Well. Yet Whatever that is, they have eyes too. They have two. The sequel. Yeah. Whatever it is, they have eyes. Well, we're fine. We're fine. What's going on, Evanesta? What's good? What's good? This dungeon's a little scarier than the other one. These guys aren't that scary. Darn! Okay, we're fine. Let them come to you. You're the one being hunted here. Oh! Okay. Just go to the door. Go to the door. Oh, there's another door here. I think that's correct. There's gotta be some sort of light source. Oh no. Oh. Chill. Oh! Do they come after you at the same time? All together. In sync. Dude! You seeing this? Come on! Do it! 1 HP. I do have a key. I can open this door. What is that? The eyes have eyes too. For the last time. I've had a Switch for a while. Where have you been, Evanus? Haven't you been paying attention? I've had a switch for a while now. I don't know how long. Since I don't know. A while. Hold on. Let me check this out. How long has it been? They don't tell you nothing. A little while. I got like 3 years ago. 3? A little after Smash Ultimate came out. I think. Yo, what's going on with this place? What's going on here? We played Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch. Mario Kart? Have you not seen the Mario Kart streams? It seems like you can't get it from here. I think they're trying to trick you. It's a troll. They're trolling. This game's doing a little trolling. I think. They're doing some trolling. Oh, how are they back? What? No. That's not okay. That's not. For them. Oh, no, 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 no. Sniveling worm. Okay. What is that, a waffle? Do my eyes deceive me? I don't know how far back that is. I'm starting to delete some saves. Oh man, there's no going back now, guys. I must survive. Oh! Boom. Boom. Oh. Got him. It's over. Everything's fine. Damn, those things are annoying. Am I right? It's like chess. They're dead. Oh. Boom. Classic. I guess I'll go down. Oh my. What is that, a ladder? Ah! Ah! Oh! Stop doing that. I have a ladder. What could that be for? Getting up somewhere? I'm down bad here. Oh god, this room. What's up there? Why do I have a ladder? Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that what it's for? Nanny? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. After all that. Maybe one of these places... That's weird. I guess it doesn't work. Or am I doing something wrong? It's giving me a headache. I gotta go. I guess you have to go around. Mama! We just got a ladder. We just got a ladder. Oh. Oh no. These things. Yeah. That's okay. One hit. Stun lock. Stunner. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Wait, the door's not opening? Why not? Why not? I did everything you told me, man. That's weird. That's odd. I feel like I did something wrong here. They don't drop anything, huh? Where's all the grub? This has been a total fail. I mean, what gives? Maybe I have to go back here. I don't remember what's here. Something. Nothing at all? Okay. Wait a minute. Oh. The room lights up when you die. Where did... Wait, what? There's just an empty room here. I might be too far. Man, I might be too ahead. I might be too ahead of the game. Let me go back here. This might be too far back. Yes, well, that's all I have though. Wait, where's this? The ladder. Right. There could be more here. Wait, was that always there? I just opened it. Yeah, that's weird. Got it. That's it. So, this can only bridge a gap. I don't know. This is quite the conundrum. It's gotta be in here. It's gotta be something to do here. What if it isn't, though? How would you know? Hit the guy! Well, that's not it. That's not it. Wait a minute. Damn. Too many walls. It's sealed pretty tight here. We're dead. It's over. Alright. We're dead. It's over me. I'm gonna die here, see like what it looks like when I die. Darn it. They don't spawn, they're not spawning back. Now we'll see. Where was I? Okay. So. We gotcha. It's unsolvable. Oh! This game is cray-cray. Can they jump on the ladder with me? Doesn't seem like it. I think you're actually safe. I'm gonna die here on purpose, actually. I want to see. You can cross that, though. I ain't got time for this, man. Right, there's a water thing. Dude! Stop the chairs. Oh, I see, it's just going round and round. That's all it's doing. I pushed him onto that side with the sword. That's crazy. That's crazy. These things might be the creatures in Breath of the Wilds. Those goblins. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I can't do this. Why is he turning? No. They're too strong, man. They're too strong, man. Get off my butt. Use light balls. Get away, dude. Ah. Son of a. Hanua. I'm done. It's getting on my nerves too much. For no, it's getting to me. It's getting to me. Save the game. The door don't open though. Oh, again. Well, now what? Okay, so you can't go in there. Maybe because I don't have a key. Okay, I don't have a key. I have to get a key. Okay, I'll have to get a key next time. I'm not gonna. There's no key. There's no more key in here. I already used up all the keys. Yo, do they have the second one here? Wait, what is this one? Am I playing the wrong one? Includes invaluable maps and strategy playing tips? What? What's SP special? What does that mean? Am I missing out? What if I played this game for 2 years? What the? Oh, you have like all the stuff already? Those are spoilers! Yo, spoilers! Oh, it gives you like everything, dude. That's cray-cray. Interesting. So it's like Omega LOL mode. What does that mean for Dr. Mario? What does that mean? So they do have more Zeldas. They have the Link 2? The Adventure of Link. Is that the second one? Yeah, I think that's the second one. And wait, Legend of Zelda Link. The third one is the one that has the anniversary. Today it's 29 years. I thought I saw it. The Adventures of Link. Then they have the Adventures of Link SP version. Metroid. I want to play that sometime. I'm surprised they don't have it. They don't have it. You play online. Wow. What? What? Let me check this one. I don't think it's on the SNES. It's still in the NES, the third one. It is. Just check. Let me just check, though. Let me just check right now. No. Link to the Past. Ooh. There's a lot of Link. Wild Guns. Is that the Back to the Future game? All Stars. Classic box art. Classic. Alright. We're good.